I'm Caleb Brooks with the AHSAA Radio Network. I'm at Huntsville High School. I'm joined by Hedden, quarterback here for Huntsville High School. And, Hayes, for you guys, you got the season started, finally got to go out there and play a game. I know you were excited and your team was excited, and you guys delivered. Y'all went out there and really played a great game, put up a lot of points. And so I guess we'll start there. From the offensive side, being the quarterback of the team, what did you see that just really made it so easy for y'all to score and really put up the points that y'all put up?
I really think our O-line stepped up big. A lot of returning on the O-line. Fast back, make holes, he'll sliver through there, It's pretty much it. Our O-line coach has really been pushing them because, they're very experienced. They've all played a lot. Senior year for a lot of them, so just give them that last step. They really did good.
One of the things that Carlos and Tyler brought up was that last year y'all were just a young team, just had a lot of guys that were inexperienced, and this year y'all feel like you got a lot more experience on this team as a whole. Because you really see that experience come into play Friday night, and being out there. It's game one for everybody, but for y'all just seem to just really just have everything going and clicking on Friday night.
Oh yeah, for sure. Our team last year was very young on the outside, a couple linemen were new, receivers were new, quarterback was experienced, but I feel like this year there's a lot more chemistry, like everybody is on the same page, we all want to have the same goals, we set goals, well, I don't know, we're just going out there, we're just playing, having fun, it's just, yeah.
For you, it was your first start at quarterback, and so what was it like? What were the nerves like? What were the jitters like? And how do you feel about your first performance as a starter here?
Well, I was not that nervous. I've never been the type to get that nervous. I try and stay calm. But it was exciting. What was the second question? How did I feel I did?
Yeah.
I felt we did pretty good. Had a couple drops, incompletions, sacks, but other than that, I felt like we executed pretty good.
How much easier does it make your job when you got a guy like Carlos back there beside you that can carry the load the way he
It's
did?
so easy, man. It's so easy. He does his thing. You can run the ball, you can throw the ball. You run the ball well, it opens up the passing game. You pass the ball well, they don't know what to do, they'll back up. You run the ball. It just kind of fits in good.
Yeah, and he mentioned that he also goes out and plays slot some. And so, what is y'all's relationship like, knowing that you kind of have to have not only the quarterback-running back relationship, but a quarterback-receiver relationship as well, and getting the ball? So, what is it like for y'all two?
Oh, it's great, man. We hang out on the weekends. We're always good. We work out together. And our chemistry is really, really good. We come out here in the summer. We practice throwing, practice handoffs. We both just want to be the best we can be. So, it's great.
Being the quarterback here, is it something that you've kind of dreamed about and have wanted to be as the quarterback here at Huntsville High? What's the emotions like to be, the guy now and know that, you're just a junior, and so more than likely you're going to be the guy here for 2 years?
No, yeah, it's always been a dream of mine. My dad used to play here, so he played quarterback here back whenever he was here, and, he's always been pushing me. I played quarterback since I was a little kid, and I've known the quarterbacks here. I was really close with the quarterback last year and couple years ago, so I've always been looking up to them, and I've been wanting to do this, and now that I'm finally here, it's awesome.
And so, for you to feel that way about being here, do you feel like it helps you to kind of where you're more emotionally invested into it because your family's, it's been pretty much put into you that you're going to be the quarterback here at Huntsville?
For sure. I'm actually the fourth generation of my family here.
Okay.
So Huntsville High, it's bled through me for my entire life. I've gone to the games since a little kid, I've always dreamed of being the guy, the guy who goes out there on Friday nights and everybody knows. It's always been a dream of mine.
You mentioned that you're not the type that does get nervous, but was it weird to you to not really be nervous going into Friday?
It was really weird. Everybody was kind of talking to me the day at school. They were like, all my buddies, they were like, so how nervous are you going to be? You seem nervous. And I was like, I wasn't that nervous during the day. And then I kind of got out on the field, and they punted to us first drive. We were huddled up on the sidelines. Coach Lee, he calls first play, and I'm like, wow, this is happening. It's really it. I never really got that nervous though. I've never been the type to do that. I don't know why. It just doesn't really come that way.
And so, as the guy that you're, going to be looked at as the leader of this offense, really leader of this team, that's just natural for a quarterback. And so, one of the things that Tyler and Carlos talked about was that really y'all's goal was to be different than last year and to beat all these teams that beat y'all. And so, you just took care of Decatur. Now you got Jemison coming up, and how big is this game? It's not a region game, but it is one that y'all do want to get back, and y'all do want to beat this team. So how big is this game for y'all, and really helping build momentum for this season?
No, it's huge. We lost to them last year in a close game. It was a tough loss, but everybody here that we were a young team last year, so have teams back, and they're angry. They're hungry. They want to beat them. They want to get that payback, and a lot of kids here know the kids over there. So it's kind of like sort of like an in-city rivalry in a way you could say, and so it's always really big game to us and really big game to them. So we just want to go out there and get the W.
Yeah, and y'all kind of have a few of those. When you
A lot,
consider
yeah.
Bob Jones, you consider James Clemens, and all the other schools up here. So, obviously emotionally you put a little bit more into those games. But how do you make sure with those games that you don't put too much of an emphasis on those games and make it to where some of these other games, that do matter as well, are kind of put on the back burner?
Well, we just got to focus, stay on the same page. I mean, we'll come out here, we'll have meetings, we'll talk about it. We just got to stay on the same page. Can't get too overhyped, can't get too underhyped. Just got to stay on the same page.
Well, man, I really appreciate you taking the time to sit down and join me today. Good luck to you guys. Good luck this week, and good luck throughout the season. And I look forward to seeing how this year shakes out for you guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.